Hamen is the Design and Consumer Education Manager for Fiskars Americas and has her own blog at mycraftyadventures.com. Today, Stephenie is introducing us to the new Fiskars Everywhere window punches. I'm delighted and excited to welcome Stephenie Hamen. Hi, Stephenie.
Hi guys, I'm coming to you today from a room in our offices, and there's this fan right up here that's really loud, so I apologize to you for that right now. Kind of got this rattle in the background, and it looks like my connection's kind of slow, so we'll see what we can do. Here is some information I'm going to put up here right now. I'm just going to give you guys a little demo today on how the tool works. But if you want to go check out some really great projects, some of our designers have put some really fun and cool projects together on the website for the Everywhere Punch. So give me 1 second, I'm going to adjust my camera, and then I will show you guys the new Everywhere Punch. Oh, there's my keyboard. Okay, we're going to make this work. Promise. Ooh. Okay, so what we have here is the brand new Fiskars Everywhere Punch, and why it's called that is it actually is going to punch everywhere you want. So if you've got a 12 by 12 and you want it dead center in the middle of the paper, it is going to work there. So when you buy the original unit, it actually comes with a plain square. This one's the scallop, and when you buy the unit, you get the top part, you get this little magnetic grid right here, okay? And then you also get the base unit. What's really cool about this is just going to pop out. So now your refills are going to be these pieces. This comes with your base unit, and so you don't have to get this piece every single time. So you can interchange them. The one thing I will tell you is if you don't have this piece or you don't have this piece, it's not going to work. So you want to make sure that you always store these together. Okay, so I'm going to pop this back in. And you just look at the little lines here. You can twist it around and see. And I just have to find it. And then you just pop it back in. You can kind of hear it snap. Okay. This is magnetic. And what you're going to do with this is, here's my big old 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Okay. I've got my base unit right here. I'm going to lay this on there, literally in the middle of the paper. The magnetic pieces are going to clip into place. I'm going to move this a little bit to give you guys a better view. So what you can't see here is that the base unit's underneath, but that's magnetically in place, okay? So here's my top. I'm going to put my top down, and now that's all locked into place. Then I'm just going to punch. And actually, you hear it hit once. You probably heard that. And what it is there's 3 guide pins that will actually go through the paper first, and then you can push it just a little bit more to get the rest of it. And now you have punched your little bit out of the center here. It's hard to do with a little camera at the same time. Okay, hold on 1 second. Try this again. Bear with me, guys. Don't have the best setup in this room because I couldn't get into the spot that I'm normally in. So bear with me. Try to do this where I can actually push down on it. More than that. So you push down and you can hear it click twice. When you pull it up, you've now got your hole in the middle of your paper, anywhere you want it to be, okay? So the other really cool thing about this is that there's like little grid marks on here. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's a circle grid here, and if you turn it, there's another circle grid. And then this way you have the square grid here and the square grid here. This is so if you want to make multiple sequences of punches, or if you want to line up to make a window, like multiple windows in a row. So what we'll do is put this one down. Okay. I'm going to put on my bait bite unit here, and I'm going to punch all the way through. The other cool thing that's not on the packaging for this is you can actually punch through kid craft foam with this. You can also punch through a thin chipboard. You don't want to go super thick, but like the thin backers that come if you buy multiple packs of paper, you can actually go through that as well. So now I've got my unit here. I've got my grid on and my holes in there. I'm going to slide this down, and using the little grids that are on there, I can line up my next one right next to it. Okay, so now I have two that are side by side. If I want to also move it down, I can do it that way as well. And then the whole time I just kind of look at the grids, line the grids up to center, and because it's magnetic, I can slide the paper around while it's still in the unit. Okay. So if you wanted to do like little window panes, you can do that. If you want to pop a little picture of somebody back there behind it, you can do that. But it has lots of great applications. You can make little shaker cards with this, lots of things. The one thing I will tell you and show you is this is the Chad, okay? It's going to have some damage to it. So this punch is different from almost every other punch we make. The Chad in this is not really usable. You can cover it up with something else if you want a sticker. You can do a squeeze punch with this and layer it over the top. But this part itself has holes all the way through it for the guide pins, which is what allows this to work anywhere on your page, okay? So I'm sure, I see a note there that I bet Heidi could use it. I bet you're right. I bet Heidi could find a good use for the Chad. One fun thing that you can do that I have found is I like to make big paper chains with stuff like this for decorating, and you can just, instead of having to push a hole through really good paper, you can save all of these and then put a little hole through and hang them up to decorate, make a big long string of them, and they'll look really cute, especially if you crinkle them up a little bit to add a little bit of depth. So you can do that, but that's right now is our window, everywhere window punch, and there's the squares, so you can do like little French window panes. There's a regular circle, a scallop circle, a regular square, and a scallop square. So there's lots of different options. And so, oh, thanks. Look at there. There's Tiff with our little picture there. And so basically you get the starter unit, and then you can get the little